What's good, YouTube? Today I'll be talking about what if Fortnite makes the Simpsons season permanent. The fact that it's such a small map, and we had, the Squid Game map before, and it was super small, that really is a good question. Is it going to be permanent? And from my perspective, it might be permanent because it's a very small map, and they could easily turn it into a reload map. And if they do that, so many people are going to stay on the game because you see how much effort they put into that season. Why would they just throw it away that fast? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And they have to keep it because most people want to stay. They probably coming back for the Simpsons season. And when Chapter 7 comes out, they probably not going to want to play Chapter 7. So Simpsons season is going to be for them. And then we're going to have our season for us, Chapter 7 for us. Or we could go back to Simpsons. It's going to be like another map. They just made a whole nother map. We're going to have like 4 or 5 different maps for reload. And it's going to be pretty good. And also with the introduction of the Squid Game mode within the Squid Game map, they have really kept that for a little bit, and I'm wondering, would they keep this for like another couple months, another couple weeks into Chapter 7, or would they just let it die out and not bring it back because of the new introduction of Chapter 7? But also, the big risk of not having the map still is the player base will probably go back down. And Fortnite doesn't need that right now. Fortnite needs to lock in because the introduction of all these new games and all these new things coming around, they might lose their players, and they don't need their players to go down because in the past couple months, their players have been really low, and that's not good for them right now. So what they need to do is lock in. I don't know if they gonna keep the season, but if they do, it will be a good thing to do because they really need to do that. Because where I stand from the season, what I've seen from the gameplay already, from the early access creators, getting the early access, it looks very good. It looks like a very good map. It looks like a very good, a new experience. But if they add Chapter 7 and people don't like it, are people going to keep playing Fortnite? But I also stand from the player base side of, I do want Chapter 7 to be a good thing, but what they really need to do is they have to have the good movement, not even the movement from Chapter 6. They need to have old movement from Chapter 3 or Chapter 4. They need to have good graphics that are not Chapter 5. They need to have good, visuals of Chapter 2. They need to have an all-around good game. Because if they don't, people are gonna start quitting, and we don't. I've been playing this game since season 2 of Chapter 1, and they have never been this low in the player count. So please, Fortnite, just get your act together. Give the people what they want. Give the people what they've been asking for. The main, he just wants a good, not OG like Chapter 1, but a good and nostalgic feel like the Chapter 2, on from there. Not Chapter 5, though. Chapter 5, I do not like that season, but they need to do something that's going to change, how people look at the game, but also keep the Fortnite style. This video up, I hope y'all go ahead and subscribe, comment, and like on what y'all prediction is for Chapter 7, and just leave down in the comments what y'all like to see in that chapter, and I hope y'all all like the video. Come to live stream tomorrow. We about to be live streaming tomorrow, but have a good night and goodbye.